It's going. What's up, Lions Nation? This is We Are Lions Nation podcast. It is the reaction show. We got the Soul Man, myself in the house, the Stat Man, Dr. Von Doom, PhD, is here as well tonight, and Smoking JB in the house. Also, we have a couple of guests. Stat Man,
More like snoring JB in the house.
who we got? Stat Man, who's our first guy?
We got first and foremost Chicken Nugget King in the house. What's up, Cass?
You're muted again, my friend.
There we go.
And last but not least, Montana's own Quinn Cook. What's up, Quinn?
What's up, guys? Well,
How's it going, Quinn?
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, and thank you for supporting me on that giveaway, man. And you know, my son's gonna be happy for Christmas.
No problem.
Hopefully
I private messaged him to let him know. You deserved it, dude. If anyone did, it was you.
It's been hard, definitely been hard. Getting Christmas done off one income, man. It's not easy.
I don't know it ain't.
Nope.
But don't everybody speak all at once.
So, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, there was a post made in Detroit Lions fans group, and this guy wanted to give away a full-size DeAndre Swift autographed helmet. And I had commented on there about being a one-income family and trying to take care of bills and pay for Christmas, and then my 14-year-old son would absolutely love it for Christmas. Well, Quinn commented on there, and so did his brother Brendan. Just want to give a huge shout out to them. And they gave their support for me and let the guy know that I deserved it. And he ended the drawing today, and I ended up winning. So I am now receiving a full-size DeAndre Swift autographed helmet for my son for Christmas.
I have a question for Quinn. Are you typing messages out on a keyboard while you're on the show?
No,
on your phone?
I'm not doing nothing.
Because that's exactly what it sounds like, is the haptic feedback from a keyboard.
I think it's just something rubbing on the mic.
I'm not even by the mic.
Tom and Amy are in the house saying hello, everyone.
Hello.
Crazy Ken says boo hoo. What's up, guys?
Yeah, I know, Crazy
Oh, it
Ken.
was a bad one, Dad.
Living it up, Leonard. Mrs. Leonard says hello there.
Hello, Angela.
Victor says another disappointing loss. And
Yes.
Amy say awesome.
You know what? Once we realized there was 6 players out plus 6 on COVID protocols that couldn't play, we should have expected this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's 12. No, I'm not saying it's an excuse. We should have expected a loss.
I think
Both starting running backs out. The starting tight end, our starting center. Countless guys off of defense was out. Plus 2 more got injured in the beginning of the game. They had been doing well lately.
We were definitely mismatched talent-wise in that game. And you really seen it in the second half. In the first half, it was a great game. My friend Kate said, "Hey, Jeremy."
Hey, Kate.
Oh, Quinn left.
Yeah, what happened, Quinn?
He didn't like hearing the truth. I don't think he liked hearing the truth.
But We were really outmatched
He
in that
wants
game.
to blame it all on
talent-wise.
Goff. Did Goff throw a pick in this game, by the way?
Yes.
He did throw one?
One.
Yeah, to Simmons. Simmons picked him.
Oh, is that the one where he like jumped into the guy and he grabbed it?
Yeah. It was just a great play on
Okay.
the ball.
Victor says yes, but I was hoping it up the whole time.
Oh, we all
Yes.
were, especially when it was 10-17. But that fumble by Godwin in the second half, that's what swung the momentum the other way.
Yeah,
Yes,
it had
it did.
absolutely nothing to do with going for it on 4th and 2 inside your own zone either.
I think at that point we kind of had to go for it.
It was still too early in the game
Yeah.
for that, especially in your own zone there.
We were making too many mistakes penalty-wise, and we just needed that, especially with that
What did I
turnover.
say?
It really turned the tide.
What did I say? Key to the game: mental errors.
Yep.
It's all about the IQ.
So, hey, everybody, just a quick reminder, you can see on the bottom of the screen to please subscribe if you have not. We are currently at 147 on that march to 500. And also, it will be very important that you are subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you can't win one of the 3 awesome helmets that we will be doing a giveaway for. So we'll have the details coming up after the show for that. So check out the Facebook page, and you will be able to see it.
Not only are they awesome mini helmets, they are autographed. Awesome mini helmet.
Yep.
Got a chrome Matthew Stafford autograph mini helmet, a black, I think it's a
DeAndre Swift.
Yep, black DeAndre Swift with a blue autograph on it. And then we have an Amon-Ra St. Brown Lions autographed helmet, mini helmet.
That black one is actually the concept for our Color Rush jerseys for next season.
No, it's not. It's just called the Eclipse helmet. It's the thing they do each year.
No, they've actually announced that was a concept for Color Rush next year at the beginning of the season.
It has nothing to do with any of that, though. Each year they come out with
I know.
2 new helmets.
Hey, babe. How's it going?
Yeah, Amanda says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, Amanda.
Mrs. Statman says hi.
Quinn says, "I need a new phone, guys. Apple is acting up."
Ooh.
Gotcha.
We'll get
Uncle
you next
Bud
time.
in the house says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Uncle Bud? Good to see you."
What's
How's
up,
it going,
brother?
Oxford?
Crazy Cat says, "I agree. They should have punted the first time." And Victor says, "Saints won, so me and JB got that right."
Wait a minute. Didn't I say didn't I say the Saints was going to win that game too?
No, you didn't. You chose the other
Oh.
team.
Yeah, I was wrong on that one.
Yeah.
You were wrong
I was
about the
kinda going
Bills.
other way too.
Don't remind me.
You guys
Don't.
were wrong about the Bengals.
Don't remind me. Just don't.
Thanks for rubbing it in, JB.
Hey.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Hey,
Yeah.
how the Giants do on covering that spread?
Chill out.
Oh, stop now. Okay, man. You got your point now.
On JB.
Stop.
Yeah,
Get this game in
I'll take
control.
that flag. I'll take that flag. That was targeting 100%.
Oh,
I'm going to
You
mute
already
myself.
Andrew's doing the disappearing act. Oh, there he is. Peekaboo. I see you.
Just remember that the Falcons won today.
Ooh, I
Yes.
got one wrong. No, actually, I got that right.
Did win.
I
you
did
did.
predict the Falcons would beat. Yes, I did. I did not take Carolina. Better look again.
We better look.
You better look. I'm pretty sure you took the Panthers, JB.
Yep, you took the Panthers, JB.
Yeah, suck on that one, JB.
You took the Panthers,
Swear I
my
don't.
friend.
Just a second.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Does that deserve a flag?
No, it was justified.
Victor says, "Yep, I went 49ers." And Quinn says, "Ha ha ha emojis."
Yeah, Vic, rub it in. I wanted the Bengals to win, and they didn't. Dang it.
I wanted the Bengals to win too, but
I'm
what?
horrible
I
at
wanted the
picking
Bengals to win.
games.
I wanted the Bengals to win because that meant they overtook Baltimore.
Yeah, and not only that, they would have proven that they were the better team over Baltimore for sure.
No, they already did that. They beat them straight heads up.
I gotta say they battled their way back in that game because they were down 20-3 in that.
Uncle Bud says, "Oh, poor JB, too funny."
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah,
man!
I'm still like
Down
either
into the
10 and I'm either 10-3 or I'm 11-2 right now. I think I'm 10-3.
I'm probably like 1-11, 2-11.
I am undefeated. What?
I believe so. I believe so, Soul Man.
No,
We
he
gotta
didn't
check-
take Denver.
We gotta check the stat sheet first.
Yeah, you picked the Lions,
easy.
so
You
got
picked
a
the
lot
Lions. You
there.
can't be undefeated.
That
I
game
never
doesn't
picked
count.
I never picked the Lions.
You also picked the Bengals
Nope.
because
never.
everybody picked the Bengals but me and
I did pick the
Vic.
Bengals.
Yeah.
KN says, "Did the Lions win tonight?"
Sure.
No, they did not.
No,
We got
They won
smoked.
they didn't even.
38-10.
It was close.
It was
Yeah,
very
it was
close.
It was
when you're only
close
putting 10 on
for
the
a
board.
half.
I mean,
It
overall,
was close for a half.
I mean, Reynolds did really good. I thought played well.
I
Yeah.
like the way that kid runs. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Reynolds definitely brought a positive to the game. Let's just be honest about
I-
that. Definitely brought a
I-
positive.
I said at the end of preseason, I'd have cut Godwin and kept Reynolds on the roster.
Fair enough.
But the argument was Craig Reynolds was only running against second and third stringers and didn't know
And
if he
so
could
was
actually do it.
Godwin. But
Yeah.
what they
Godwin's a
actually
good
did
returner.
was a returner, so he was able to help in the return game. But I said that's not enough because Reynolds actually put up better numbers against the second string versus Godwin's numbers against the third string.
Victor says he picked the Jets.
Who did?
I think
Yeah,
I did.
the
I think
goddamn Jets.
I picked the Jets. One of the.
I
one
did.
Of the
I picked the Jets.
Oh, you picked the Jets.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Did they win?
No. This Saints whooped up on him. Taysom Hill was the leading fantasy scorer today.
yeah, I did pick the Jets. I did.
Until Kyler plays later.
KN says, "Oh, good game, champs."
I hope Kyler throws like 8
Crazy
touchdowns.
Ken, I didn't take the Bengals. And Dar says, I was close on my prediction. I think I said 31-10.
He did.
He did.
He actually nailed it. He did. Actually nailed it. Even though it was a point over 31.
Uncle Bud says they
Yes,
made
they
way
did
too
make
many
way-
mistakes.
Yep.
Also says sloppy play. Can says Uncle Logan Sophia wants you to know the Cowboys won.
Oh.
Okay, Cowboys
I picked
did
them
win.
too.
Andy. So yeah, Victor, we know. I tried to pick the underdog, but it didn't work.
Start writing down your picks so you guys can remember.
You guys need.
publish them so that JB can't try to say he had other
I
teams.
published them.
I went and looked at my stat sheet. I admitted I was wrong. Stop it.
We do write down who they picked. It's right here. All the picks. All of them.
Hey, I want to just say something that's really been bothering me today. It's been bothering me since like halftime of the Giants game.
Okay.
What's that?
The Eagles get Devonta Smith. The Cowboys get Micah Parsons. We get bum-ass, broken leg Kadarius Toney. What the hell?
And Galladay.
Yeah. And Galladay too.
Micah Parsons has like 13 sacks on the season right now.
Dar says you guys always get amnesia. Nope. We
I
don't.
only get amnesia when I know I'm just trying to sneak a win somewhere. because I suck.
Like JB every week, trying to sneak in those wins. Just kidding.
Don't
No, I
ever
haven't snuck in
bet on
nothing.
my picks. Don't ever bet on my picks. I'm letting everyone
that's
know.
what that's what happens when
Consistently
you have
this
shots
season,
fired on the show.
Who's had the better picks? I'm just being honest here.
JB.
Andy.
Victor says Micah Parsons had a great game today.
Yep.
Yes, he is
Yes,
a
he did.
beast.
I know. Dude, this guy's ridiculous. But anyway.
He's a complete monster on
If
defense.
Andy wasn't a homer and picked the Lions every week, he's got you.
We'd be tied.
Exactly.
No, we'd be tied.
I'm saying. Andy got the picks over there, but he's just a giant homer.
I have to.
I think I picked against the
He got
Lions
lucky.
once.
I picked him with him today. I picked the Lions with him today. Maybe that's why we lost. I should have picked Denver.
Hey, honestly, I think my picks would be 50-50, to be honest. To be fair, half of my picks are 50-50.
Mine's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah.
You got a 50-50 chance on me guessing a game right.
I've been 60-40 pretty much all season or better.
Oh yeah, we know, Jeremy. We've been keeping track. Been smoking
we
us pretty
know.
much all year.
We definitely
suck.
know you. We know you love to roll the dice on things, man.
I don't roll the dice. I go by what I look at and what I think is going to be the better team. That's it.
I like
You've
to
been
roll
right
dice.
more of the times than you've been wrong. So, congratulations.
Yeah, make that
I
80-20.
haven't been that good.
Make that 80-20, not 60-40, 80-20.
No, my
It's
total is about
40.
60-40.
All right.
Quinn says that's why JB's nickname is Smoking JB.
No, his nickname is Smoking JB because they always saw him from the shoulders up instead of the waist down.
No,
Wow.
that'd be saying I have a good-looking face instead of a face for radio.
No, you were smoking a cigarette, but you were beat. Ugh!
I got you.
Punch in the air.
I got him. I got him.
himself.
Yeah, because you know I got him.
What I was going to say was very bad about the priest and old lady comment.
You would got a flag too. I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know. I saw that flag go up in his hand as soon as that mute thing came up. It was like, whoop. Oh, okay. Hey, I admit I got a face for radio and I'm ugly. But what you just said means I must not be that ugly. Thanks, Dan. He likes me.
Play with yourself.
Hey, priest and old ladies.
I'm
hey,
that's a flag.
I'm going really
Time out.
pretend
Time
I
out.
didn't
Time
hear
out.
that. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Time out. What's that, man? You had something to say? You call it timeout.
I threw a flag.
Oh, you call the timeout to throw the flag. Okay, got you.
To throw a flag.
Got you.
This conversation is getting crazy.
Yeah, it's
getting
under
too heated.
It's
review.
always crazy.
Slow it down.
It's
Slow it
always
down.
crazy.
This is ridiculous. LeBron up there cannot keep getting refs calls every time.
Hey, I didn't
Priest
flop.
and old ladies.
I just
Priest and
baited
old
you in.
ladies.
I just baited you in. You took it hook, line, and sinker.
Hey,
All
well,
right,
thankfully I
That
ain't
calls for a
getting
flag, JB. Targeting.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, that was targeting. It was 100%.
There you go, Danny. Happy?
Offsetting penalties. We're neutral. It's still first down and 10,
Offsetting.
though.
Are you okay, Dan? What happened there?
I think the power just flashed.
Did you get electrocuted?
No, man, that doesn't do shit to me anymore.
I got you.
I've done that a few times.
All right. So, Andy, you want to give let JB do the shout out to our sponsor?
I guess I could let him do that.
Special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair. We sell new and used tires, custom wheels. We service all your automobile needs. 2 locations serve you at Saginaw and Bay City. $10 off a set of tires if you mention this ad.
Good job, JB.
Yes.
Well, Stat Man, since he did that, why don't you do the other one?
All right. Check out wearelionsnation.com for all your We Are Lions Nation podcast needs. It is the best place for all of our We Are Lions Nation podcast gear. It's the only place you can find it. And also check out that Smoking That Hopium hoodie since 1934. It is awesome. And there are people that have bought it.
Those guys over there on my left, they're full of that hopium.
Oh, yeah.
Heck
all
yeah.
day.
I shoot myself with that hopium every day. Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to be a 12-step program, but they're addicted to that pipe.
I need more hopium.
PG.
I mean, honestly, what more can we say about, today's game other than, this team putting up 10 points and there was turnovers. There was a lot of negative going on for the team, honestly.
I mean, look, they came out, they tried to do what they could do with what they had. I mean, if anyone's expecting them to win like myself, they're crazy.
It reminded me a lot of the game against the Packers. We came out firing in the first half, kept it close, and then just fell behind. Too many mental mistakes in the second half.
Yeah, I think the passing game was pretty good, though, considering. I think they did pretty good with the pass again.
They didn't do horrible.
If we would have had more of our targets, especially Hawkinson, if we would have had Hawkinson, that would have been big, I think. I think we struggled with the tight ends today, trying to get the tight ends the ball. The running game was not as bad as I thought. I thought Reynolds did pretty good for what, coming from the practice squad. I thought he did okay.
They should have just kept feeding him that ball and just let him pound through that middle every time.
But we weren't doing too horrible throwing the ball either. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. We just got outplayed. We got outplayed by a better team.
There was another guy on the field I've never even heard of.
That Sanastrell.
Zaystra?
Sanastrell. Or Sanastrell, Zastrell, whatever it was.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Something like that.
Before this
he was a tight end out of he was a rookie tight end out of Wisconsin that we picked up to the practice squad, and they had to activate him because of all the injuries and the COVID stuff.
Not only injuries, flu, and COVID all hit the Lions last week. I mean, we had what we had in there. You know what I mean? We could only do what we had. Now, could we have won that game with the team we had last week? I think we would have had a lot better chance, obviously. But
you'd had a better chance. I don't know if they're winning that game though.
Broncos are a tough team.
I don't see us pulling it out. Even if we had the same other team, I don't think we would have had pulled it out that game. I think we would have had some trouble.
They got almost no pressure on Bridgewater, and the running backs came just right through the middle, right where Michael Brocker should have stood up and stopped him.
But the Lions, the one thing the Lions need to stop doing is taking their, foot off the pedal when it comes to running. They need to stop doing that. If it works, it works. Go with it. I mean, you don't got no wide receivers to throw the ball to more than often besides Amon St. Brown and Reynolds and whatnot. And on top of that, if Hawk's out there, Hawk's going to be very productive on the catch. So if you want to get the ball to him, you're going to get the ball to him 9 times out of 10. But
Hawkinson is a great distraction.
Yes, for a decoy for sure. But when it comes down to it, if the run game works, then it works. If it ain't broke, then don't fix it.
He's still a top 5 receiving tight end in the league when he's in.
I do want to make this announcement real quick. This happened before the Lions even played today, but the Lions did get officially eliminated from playoff contention today. I know that comes as a shocker to most people, but they did get eliminated.
I'm surprised it took so long, honestly.
It may sound like a shock jock to everybody else, but it doesn't shock us because we knew from from certain games from time to time, we were going to be out of playoff contention anyway. We knew that. I mean, what more can we say?
The fact we hung in it to week 14, that says a lot of moxie about this team.
True.
Was it? That was a lot of there was some team there, JB, and I think it also just other teams' records as well.
There was another team that won that had to lose because they had 6 wins, and they were in the NFC. Any team that had 6 wins, if they won in the NFC, that made the Lions out of contention because we can't get the 7 wins.
Well, regardless, I think we'd have been out of contention anyway after today's debacle. Victor says, I wish the Saints would have kept Teddy Bridgewater. He is a good quarterback.
No, he is
Hey,
not.
wait.
He is a streaky quarterback. He is not good. He's either great
He's
or he sucks.
He's not really a white hot quarterback, so to speak.
He's like
not going to be that on point.
He's just a little bit more consistent than Dan's favorite quarterback, Geno Smith.
He reminds me kind of like a Daniel Jones type quarterback.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Hey,
That's a heck of an answer.
he didn't even do the initials.
No.
That's a flag.
Dang it.
Inappropriate language.
Did that go to Dan?
Inappropriate language. Yes, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm on all city penalties. They were taunting.
The correct way of saying it is EAD. Then that way nobody knows what the heck you're talking about.
Eod.
Oh, well, we all know, but it's not being
There are little
said.
kids watching this show.
Yeah,
Okay.
little
Yeah.
kids.
Priest and old ladies. Priest
So
and old
remember-
ladies, Dan.
I don't
So
care about
remember,
your priest
Dan,
or
we
your
are
lady. I
rated
care about little
PG,
kids. That I
okay?
feel bad about.
Rated PG.
Victor says better than golf.
Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm,
But
mm.
one's been to the Super
I
Bowl.
disagree.
I
One's been
have
to
to
the Super
disagree
Bowl.
with that too,
That's
Vic.
one thing. That's one thing you can put over Bridgewater, and many reasons why. Because Goff had the better winning record when he was with the Rams, and he's definitely looking good with one win under the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that he's been to a Super Bowl and won playoff games. How many playoff games did Bridgewater win?
Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait. Goff has been to the NFC Championship twice now and a divisional round once, correct?
Yep. So that means Bridgewater, but goose egg 0.
No, he's
But
been to the divisional
people
round
see-
and lost.
Yeah.
See, people's argument for this, ones that don't like Goff, say he's horrible quarterback, say he had nothing to do with them getting there. Okay? That's what their argument is. Saying that they were stacked on
team,
defense. He had a stacked
if you're-
team.
Wait. If you're on a team, it's a team game. Wins and losses is a team stat.
Yep.
So it's whether or not he let him or not, he made it there.
Okay,
Yeah.
he made it there.
He got there.
He didn't win the game for him. He didn't bring him back. He was never a plus quarterback.
Oh, you
He had
can't say
five
he didn't win the
months.
games to get him.
No.
Wait, you can't say he didn't win that game to get him there because he beat Mahomes in a shootout.
Hands down. And it was a 54-51 game. So that's a flashback for you. Old school
Both
flashback for you.
defenses had pick sixes. He outdueled Patrick Mahomes in that game.
And it was a
Man,
high-scoring game.
You're muted, buddy.
I know.
What'd you say?
He
Stuff
can't
he
repeat
couldn't
it
say on
on
here.
live air.
Go look at all those stats from the year that Goff went to the playoffs. He had Todd Gurley going crazy with Aaron Donald being the best defensive player in the world.
So what?
Teddy Bridgewater is a better quarterback physically and puts up more yards than Jared Goff does.
Whoa.
And-
I'll openly put that out there. Bridgewater is more
That's
talented
fine.
of a quarterback than Goff. Goff just had a better team around him and better coaching.
Well, I mean, obviously, when you look back at it, of course, Goff did have better coaching. Of course, he did, and he had well-rounded talent. But
He's
who did
ready.
Bridgewater, but what did Bridgewater ever really do to get past divisional round games? What did he ever do to get to the next level that Goff has ever gotten to? You know what I'm
What did
saying?
Goff ever do to get to that level?
Goff
They're
had.
lucky
Goff
for being
had.
drafted
They
when
won.
got drafted.
They won. They won. They won. They've been there. They've been there. They've done that. Now that he's on a new team, he can have that kind of result if he gets talent around. He
Or a
could.
coach around him that's
He
as good as
could.
Sean McVay was.
Sean McVay was good because of the fact that he had a nice, well-rounded defense. and offensive line.
Wait, here we go. I'm gonna piss you off again. Dan Campbell already proved he's a better coach than Jeff Fisher because he won with Goff.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to fucking hear that one again. Jeff Fisher was a goddamn good coach.
We baited him in.
Did you see what the hell he did with the Tennessee Titans? Man, you're out of your
Hey.
This
Inappropriate language on Dan.
It's proof.
Hey, that's 25 yards back. That's a real bad sign.
I think he left the show now.
He walked away.
He disappeared.
Walked away for a second. Hey, Amanda says hi to Vic. Victor says Bridgewater went to the Super Bowl. He was backup QB to Breeze. And then he said, well, his team this year is better than the Lions. Sup, Amanda?
Bridgewater goes to the Super Bowl. I didn't know that was Bridgewater Super Bowl. I don't know. I can't
As a backup?
put that in the same sentence.
Maybe as a
backup.
Bridgewater didn't go to the Super Bowl that year. He was a backup. That was the year that Goff beat the Saints.
Mm-hmm. That was the same year. And that pass interference actually cost the Saints, to be honest.
The one that wasn't called.
Nicole Roby Coleman. It's on the Lions right now.
Yeah, who shouldn't be on the Lions. He can't cover with a blanket.
He played decent in the first half.
Hey, that's all he is, a decent defensive player in the first half. That's all he will ever be.
When Jacobs went down, it was like game on.
Yeah.
Because that's everybody's thoughts about McVay, is that he was the only one that could coach Goff to a win because Jeff Fisher couldn't. Now Dan Campbell has. So that makes Dan Campbell better than Jeff Fisher.
Oh, and Goff winning last week was the first quarterback other than Matthew Stafford to get a win since I think it was 2010 was the last time it was another quarterback that got a win for the Lions, and it was Sean Hill.
And Sean Hill backed up Matthew Stafford.
You know what? I keep going back to this because I was so back and forth on Goff this year. But the more that I see that the team has developed throughout the year, even with the lack of talent or lack of players that we have, I still see some things in Goff that I really like. I see times where Goff looks really, really good. And then there's also times where it doesn't look so good at all. But the times that Goff looks good is when the game is going our way, when we're not making mental errors, when the line is protecting, when we're able to run the ball. Goff can be more comfortable and he makes better decisions and better throws. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think Goff's a horrible quarterback. I'm not going to be disappointed if he's our quarterback next year, to tell you the truth. I was a little bit, but I kind of started taking a liking to him. He's not horrible. And I mean, if Dan Campbell and the Lions organization puts the right team around him,
they'll win.
I'm loving that jersey. Loving that jersey, man.
I represent our quarterback no matter who it is. If Goff's our quarterback next year, he's the man. And I'm telling you what, a second year under this new offensive regime, he's going to be 10 times better, especially with more talent built around him. We're going to have one of the highest salary caps at the end of the season. We can add some talented players to the team, some experienced talented players. Hopefully they don't go all in like the Rams did this year with free agents. And I hope we can build a team through the draft. But honestly, I think 2023 is our year. That's the year we're going to compete. Next year is kind of another freebie year for Dan Campbell. But they want to see improvement out of him. So don't go in all pitchforks and torches at Jared Goff thinking he's the problem. He's not the problem. Lack of talent is the problem.
I don't think next year is going to be. I don't think next year could turn out to be better than a lot of people think, depending on what they do. Because we were close this year, so just imagine what next year could do if we get the right.
Well, we were in close games. We didn't win a lot, so I'm not going to say we were close this year because the final result is the final result. We're 1-10, 1-11-1.
Yeah, we'll see. Next year,
so if we get if we get between 5 and 9 wins next year, whenever all said and done between free agency and the rookies, that's a drastic improvement, and that's signs of life, and we're moving in the right direction. And at that point, that's when you make the decision. Okay, we got to here with Goff. Do we go ahead and continue to build around him for another year and then draft the QB of the future?
Yeah.
Or do we just build totally around him and go?
Yeah.
Eventually, I think we got to draft a QB. But I think that
I don't think this year is it. I think next year is the year to do it.
Well, what I've seen,
I don't think
based off of
2022
this year alone, and what we've seen, I guess in spurts. I know we didn't win, but we were right there and we could have won a lot of games, and I give them credit for that because
7 games.
I do too.
7 games we were within 1 score. I mean, and that's with a very untalented roster going against very talented rosters.
So if you break it down, you make a few key roster changes, get some guys back off the injury that we didn't get to see hardly at all this year. Get back Romeo Cora for one. Get back Okuda for one. Why do you roll your eyes at Okora? He's one of the best players we have.
Well, he wasn't really showing it too much before he got hurt this year. I said all along, you never overpay a DN that shows out and gets a lot of pressures in a contract year because he never does as good going forward. You got to look at what he did the past 3. You have to look at the past. You have to look at the past 3 years before the contract year and what his average is. He averaged 5 to 7 sacks. He never was a double-digit sack man in his career. He had 1 great year, and he wasn't even play the whole season.
Yeah, I honestly would like to say with the whole Goff thing. Jeremy, you good over there, man? Is your mic working?
I just got people interrupt. My mic will work when people quit trying to call while I'm in a show.
But I think to piggy bank off of what like Goff was, I think if he keeps playing with more confidence, I'll build more trust in him. So this season, he's played with a lot of confidence, even with a lack of talent. Played with a lot of confidence, played with a lot of heart. This team didn't give up in each game. As for Okara only been white hot for like 1 season, and that was it. So I think, honestly, arguably, there needs to be a change of scenery when it comes with him. If he doesn't shape up, it's going to be game over. Send him to the birds.
Because if he was if he was great the entire time, he would have been signed for more than 3 years with an out after this coming season.
I love Romeo Aquara. I'm not going to lie. And I have high hopes for him. We'll see next year. I think next year is still going to be his proving year. If he can sit here and he can contribute 12 sacks, I'd say, double digits somewhere in there, and get quarterback pressures up, I think we keep him.
10 was his career best, and you want him to do more?
That was in the past, JB.
Might as well.
I mean,
especially with his brother, how well he's been playing. I mean, them two on the field at the same time. I mean, sky's the limit.
Who also can't stay on the field healthy for a season. That's 2 Okwara brothers, and neither one can stay healthy for an entire season. That is my point.
Dude, nobody stays healthy for an entire football season. It just doesn't happen.
You know, I didn't.
That happened to your boys.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't.
God damn.
I didn't have the same high hopes for Deshaun Hand. And honestly, Deshaun Hand and his mechanics and injury is a problem. So you know what? He's good as gone. You can have all these high hopes and guys with injury. Yeah. And you can have all these high energy hopes for any injured prone guy, but they're always going to backfire on you. They're going to get injured. You know what I'm saying? This game is not going to be based off of, healthy 100% of the time. It's going to be the next man up. Every guy that you hope for is not going to make those big, times of being, injury free a lot.
Austin Bryant is another one. I had high hopes for that guy.
Who's actually not been bad this year in the rotational spot he's been in.
Right. He
And
just
he
can't be a
stayed pretty
starter.
much on the field. Right. He's not a starter.
Yeah, I don't know. I like both the Okora brothers, so I think they're talented. And I think they could do something. I don't want to base
They're
off
both
of,
good, and they were good at Notre Dame too. The problem you
Yeah.
have with them getting to the pass rush is you do not have a defensive tackle that is a true nose tackle that is any good. You need the true nose tackle to hold up 2 to 3 guys there to let your linebackers get through that line.
So wait, are you saying that Ali McNeil isn't doing good?
No, he is
Are
not
you
a true
saying that
nose
Levi
tackle.
Onzarike ain't doing good?
Actually,
Well,
Lee
they're still
McNeil was
rookies,
a true
though,
nose
too.
tackle at North Carolina State. What are you talking about?
But they're still rookies.
Yeah, they're rookies. They're not opening the holes for the other guys to get through. As a freaking nose tackle on your defensive end in a 3-4 scheme or the 3-4 over, whatever you're playing there, your job is literally just to occupy the blocks and stop the running lanes. Your defensive tackle is supposed to grab 2 to 3 guys every play to let your middle linebacker and your outside linebacker get through that play. Look at the Ravens from 2000. They had the best nose tackle in the entire freaking league, and nobody knew who the hell his name was because he did his damn job. And you had those
Lodi Nada.
He's going through. Exactly.
I knew who he was.
Yeah, and Michael Brocker's got to step
And,
it up
and
too.
the Lions just signed him about 8 years too late.
Yeah, they did. And the thing I expect is Michael Brockers to turn it up more. I expect him to turn it up.
I warned you he wouldn't. They said the reason why he had the numbers he had is he played next to Aaron Donald.
which kind of makes a good a point of what Dan was saying. I mean, once those guys get a little bit more experience, get a little more talented, you know, then you get both the Okora brothers back. I think that could open up a lot of things. But you got to have it's all just like the offensive line. Each position on the offensive line. If you have non-talent in one spot, it can affect the entire line.
Yep.
Ryan McCollum today.
So to Dan's point, if you have a defect or something that's not so right on the defensive line in that position, it's going to cost the rest of the defensive line not to be as good. So I do like Dan's comment.
I do and I don't. Because like I said, availability is the best ability. And when they moved Okora to outside linebacker, it was so he was not taking the abuse of the DN position. So he could stay healthy. And he didn't. That's my point.
I agree with both. I mean, anything could be the answer to the problems on our defensive side and the defensive pressures. But last week, what we did to Cousins, why can't we do that consistently? It doesn't mean it's just inconsistency by every player.
Last week.
I mean, consistency is key. Consistency is very key.
It was the same thing with the Lions today. You had freaking guys off the streets on your offensive line. That was the same thing that happened with the Vikings last week. That's why you were able to get
only one. No. We only had one guy switched out.
Yeah, today. I'm saying about the Vikings last week. They had 3 of their offensive linemen that were literally practice squad guys not even a week before. So it was just playing against a lower level of competition. The same thing that happened with the Lions today. Like, it happens, but that's where that pressure last week came from.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
the hell is
right
that?
now you
Knocking
can't
noise.
just go. I have no idea.
Nugget,
Now it's gone.
Do you have somebody like locked in your closet or something?
No?
Hey, let Odell out. It's ridiculous. Let him out of the closet, chicken nugget. Come on.
Hey, he's not in my closet at all.
Sure.
But really, I think these next few games is gonna be not the last. Actually, the last few games are gonna really dictate on who's gonna stay or who's gonna go. Honestly, at this point, because we need some guys who are gonna step up and show out, and then there's gonna be some guys who are not gonna step up and show out, and then they're gonna just be dumped. You know, so I believe that we need to, showcase what we're worth in free agency, because there's going to be $90 million in cap space again like JB said, there's going to be some good open space coming up out of that cap space. So we're going to spend money wisely and find some talent and find some guys that can help, and be leaders in the locker room.
Yeah, because we have the coaches, we have Brad Holmes, we have guys that we didn't have before in those positions, Chris Spielman. So I think that this year, when it comes to the draft and the free agency, that we're going to make some really smart choices. And I'm not going to count us out next year because I don't know yet. I haven't even seen what they put together yet. So
and Soul Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think that that this is just a learning curve for Dan Campbell and the rest of the coaching staff, and not only the coaching staff but the front office too. I think this was just a learning curve, all along together for the players.
You got one team who had new coaches and what pretty much every position was a new coach this year, and with talent that they
All
did
but
not
one.
get to pick. So you're getting all this as a 1-year thing. They're putting it all together now. They're figuring out what they do as coaches with the players, how they like to coach, what their game styles are, how to game plan. Next year, they'll have all that figured out. They just have to get the talent to run like they want.
Yeah. I mean,
What the hell is that noise?
Not
I don't
mine.
hear anything.
Not me.
What does it sound
It sounds like somebody banging on a pipe. And now I'm getting an echo too.
Is Statman even still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you look froze as hell right now.
Jaded.
He looks so froze. Like did the move.
Did you hear what I was talking about, Statman?
About the metal pipe banging.
Yeah, I heard that.
I keep hearing it every once in a while too. It's like do 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 do.
Right. It's almost like somebody's trying to do Morse code or some shit from out of a sewer pipe.
I haven't heard it at all.
Yo can echo Alpha Delta.
Have you heard it, Chicken Nugget?
No, I have not heard it. Because it's not
Right there, I'm hearing it.
It's not on my end.
It's
Hey,
Andy. He's messing with us.
We haven't got any.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't keep it straight.
Yeah.
It's totally me with a pencil.
Man, you're driving me
like-
nuts. I was sitting there trying to be quiet so I could hear it. Like I know it's not me, so I was just sitting still.
At first, I was doing it by accident, just tapping the pencil while I was talking, and then Jeremy P said something about it, so I started tapping it some more. And then you guys couldn't figure it out, and I couldn't keep a straight face. I never can. I can't keep a straight face, damn.
I got you. The stat man knows. Can't get anything by me.
Once you said it was me, I couldn't hold it anymore.
I know.
Are there
I was
any
like,
comments
"Shit, Andy."
coming in? I haven't seen a comment in a while.
Not really.
Yeah. It's like
We have Facebook user says, what y'all think scoring to be out of Michigan Wolverines versus Georgia Bulldogs in the college football playoffs?
Good question. Good question.
Michigan
I think it's going to
41,
be a close game.
Georgia 21.
It's
we
going to be
have-
24-14.
Trey Flowers is gone.
Yep.
Michigan
Flowers
wins
is
that.
gone no matter what.
Yeah, Flowers is definitely up out of here.
Quinn Cook, Trey Flowers getting replaced by Aiden Hutchinson. Favorite be the number one pick right now. They said on TV earlier today, Aiden Hutchinson going number one.
Yes, I believe so too.
This sounds like
Trey
Braxton
Flowers.
Heels.
Trey Flowers getting replaced by Aiden Hutchinson. Favorite by the number one pick right now. They said on TV.
Same comment twice in a row.
Same.
It does sound like him, don't it?
That's why you haven't seen any comments, because I'm not putting all that on there every single time.
Yeah.
Is it just
so,
that over and over again?
Pretty much.
So honestly, I do honestly think that the Lions should get, and I know it's an off sports topic type of, character type of thing, but I do think that the Lions should go and get a guy that is like Isaiah Thomas, like, a real leader, and, in and off the field, somebody that they can depend on and rally up the troops, somebody like that, that type of specimen.
What I
Did
like
y'all
about
hear-
the show tonight is that Chicken Nugget, you said more words on tonight's show than I think you've ever have.
And we
I think
saw
I
a
broke the
face.
record.
And we saw a face.
Yeah, and we can see your face. It's like a
Yeah, I done broke some records tonight.
And yes, I.
Facebook
it's
user
him, isn't
says
it?
Aiden Hutchinson. Favorite college player.
Am I right,
now.
Andy?
I'm pretty sure you're right, JB.
I thought Malik Wills was his favorite college player. And Kayvon Thibodeau. Right, Braxton?
So
Yeah.
I do, but before
Yeah,
we
that's
get
what he
off
said.
here, I do
Thibodeau
want
ain't going one at
to
all.
let
Thibodeau's
everybody
injury
know that
prone.
we are going to be working on some draft stuff soon. Just wanted to throw that out there. So we will be doing that soon, coming up. Not sure how we're going to do it yet, but we are going to do that.
I kind of have an
Go ahead,
idea.
JB.
We have the gridiron chat, and in 2 weeks we'll have covered all 8 divisions.
Mhm.
We could actually start the draft segment going forward because then it'll be closer to the end of the season
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying
on the
it's next
gridiron
week.
chat.
And
No.
that's what we're planning
I'm
on.
saying in 2
And
weeks.
we're going to have our draft day special on Gridiron Chat as well. And we'll be talking playoffs, all kinds of stuff. So you're not going to want to miss that show either.
So since I have a tablet now, what I could do is like pull up PFN wherever we end up in the draft, and we could do our own mock draft, and everybody on the show could have a pick at that pick.
Sounds
like
fun to
that.
me.
Hey, I like that idea.
I'm
What we
probably
could
going to
do
be
is
like a
one
Matt
to, like-
Millen, but it's all right.
I'm saying like 4 weeks before that show on the Gridiron Chat, we could start talking about scouting prospects for the first round in the top 10, and also in the probably in somewhere between the 20 and 28 range is where we should end up with the Rams pick.
Hope it's 32.
And for those shows when we're doing our mock drafts, I'm going to change my name to Gettleman.
Gettleman?
No, but you just said
Hey, that was a shot at the Giants for sure.
That's okay. It was a good
Dan
shot.
can change.
That was an idiot.
Dan can change his name to Matt Corral's biggest fan.
Or you can change it to Matt Millen.
You know what? What are you going to do when Matt Corral gets drafted and he's actually good somewhere else, like really good? You're going to cry and say, that's some bitch.
I'll be fine. Nope. I'm not going to cry at all. Ask Joseph. There's been many a players that I knew would be good, but I said they weren't a fit for this team, and I haven't cried about not grabbing them once, have I?
No, not at all. I mean, but for me, if he does do good, I'm gonna eat my words on it. I'm gonna actually eat my words because of how I feel about quarterbacks in this year's draft. Like, really, I think Corral is gonna be garbage. I honestly think that. I mean, sorry if I get a flag for that, but still, dude is gonna be down garbage.
That's not a bad word. That's not a bad word.
No flag for me.
He wanted a flag. He asked for it.
He said, I don't care if I get a flag. That's what he said.
I can throw if you want me to. I mean,
it's not even Christmas time yet. I just got to be nice about it. Got to be honest. Corral is going to be garbage when he gets to the league. I just got to be honest and blunt.
So when they have the referees on the field, and then they have they go and they review the plays, and they have like the head officials at the big building. I can't think of what their names are. That's me when it comes to this show. So I overrule all calls.
He's in New York.
Yeah, I'm in New York. So Stat Man,
Kind of like on the Godwin fumble, the second one.
just for fun, I'm gonna need you to throw a flag at Chicken Nugget tonight. Just throw it at him.
Oh, I got one for the night.
Yeah.
there you go.
I got to take one for the
Now
team.
you can't leave the show saying you didn't get one.
You got flag, buddy.
Hey, I got to take one for the team.
You know what? I want to throw a name out there for free agency. Just little out there. Chandler Jones.
That's if they let him go.
He wants out of there. He wanted out of there last year. He made that well known. They can't franchise tag him again. They can't afford to do it.
I'd take him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd do that too.
If we're cutting Brockers, yes.
Well, Brockers should be
No,
gone.
not Chris Jones, Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker
Yeah,
from the Cardinals.
Yeah, who's
Chandler.
also played D end. When he got all those sacks at the beginning of the season, he was actually playing D end. He's been less effective as a stand-up outside linebacker at the pass rush.
Brockers
That's
is
what I
defensive
saw.
tackle, though. Why do you get rid of Brockers for him?
Brockers has been lining up at D end all season because Aleem McNeil has been the starting nose tackle.
He could replace Flowers too.
That's what I was thinking on it.
Either one.
I don't care either one. Just get rid of him and bring in Chandler Jones. I'll take that all day.
All
We're
right,
already
guys.
getting rid of Flowers. That's a guaranteed.
Real quick, we are at that time of the night. So before Statman does this thing, I just want to remind everybody to please, if you have not yet, please subscribe and like, and share with all your Lions friends. Don't forget about the giveaway we'll be doing, but we'll have more on that later on. And JB, would you like to do your thing, my friend?
Absolutely. The holidays are rough this time of year. Some people just can't handle the stress they're under. Some people can't handle being the black sheep of the family. Some people are just lonely because they get cabin fever. It's that time of year. It just happens. You need help. There's help available, not only for the average person, but also for the veterans who are actually committing suicide every 22 minutes. So please pick up your phone, make that call to either the National Suicide Prevention Hotline or to the Veterans Crisis Line. Both are there to help you. If you can't reach out to them and you feel like you don't have any friends or family to help you and you're a friend of the show, reach out to one of us. We'll always be here.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Thank you, JB. Statman, take her away, my friend.
We're going to end this show the right way, the only way, with me singing the Detroit Lions fight song. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go! One pride, baby.
One pride.
One pride.
One pride.
One pride. One pride.
Victor says one pride as well. Thank you, everybody, on behalf of Dr. Von Doom and Chicken Nugget, Smoker Jeremy B, the Stat Man, and myself, the Soul Man. This has been We Are Lions Nation podcast live. Hope to see you guys. Looks like for our post-game show on Tuesday. Join us then. Till then, we will see you then. Everybody have a great night and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Good night.
And make sure if you haven't
Love and chicken grease.
subscribed, like and share.